Hey everybody, Mark here again. Hey, so today I'm looking at my Super 7 IROC cars. In particular, this white car has not been running so great. A couple of races ago, the red car had an armature failure. The car just really slowed down, and when I measured the armature, it was like 20 ohms. So when I took this apart, I noticed that the brushes were also getting really worn. So I rebuilt this car. Um, I had another balance. This is the balanced version of the Rooster Racing Super 7. It's got the additive balancing. I had another balanced Super 7 car that I wasn't using, so I just kind of pulled the motor from that to get this car back up and running. But considering how worn out the brushes looked, I said, oh, let me look at this car. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull this apart, and surprisingly, it runs pretty decent on the dyno still. It's hitting like 380 on the dyno. But let's, I have a suspicion that these brushes are getting pretty worn in these cars. I did look at through the little window there, the blue and yellow car. The brushes didn't look horrible. I actually took these apart and cleaned the comms, and the brushes are worn, but they're usable still. They're maybe almost 50% life left, maybe a little less. This red car, one of the brushes was really worn. Let's see how the white car looks. So these motors come out pretty easy on the Super 7. It's probably the same for any car that uses this CAN motor, like the Tommy Turbo, SRT, Bulldogs. I'm just going to take the pickup shoes off, take my springs out, try not to lose them. I'm notorious for sending them across the garage. And then this literally just pushes out. And that's your motor box. To take these apart, you got to spread out these 4 tabs. I like to use my little small cutters here, and I'm able to kind of really grip that tab and pry it over with the edge of the one side. It's just how I do it. There's no right or wrong way. I'm sure other people have other methods. You do need to use some kind of an Endbell tool to spread the brushes, because you don't want to just yank the Endbell out. But once you have that spread, it does come out. Oh yeah, let's see if I can get some light in here. Yeah, look at that bottom brush. That thing is almost gone. Surprised the car's running still, but I guess it's enough brush to still provide power to the armature. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this Endbell. You do have a couple of options. I ordered from Terry. Terry at HC Slots does sell just the new Endbell. I've already tweaked this myself. This is like $4 and change, like $5 for the Endbell. You can also get an empty motor box with Endbell but no armature. I don't remember how much this was. a few dollars more than this. I think 6 something for this. And you can get the whole motor assembly if you want. There's 2 versions. The regular one is $9.95, I think, and the balanced one is $11.95. So it would have the balanced arm. So you could either, if you don't want to mess around with taking this whole thing apart, you can just buy a whole motor box and pop it in. But you do need to bend these tabs. So if you look at the existing one, I smacked my finger with a hammer the other day and I got a little like blood blister there. Try not to hit yourself with a hammer. You got to bend those tabs. So I have already done that on this one, but the way you bend the tab, it's easy enough. You just bend it down towards the side, and then kind of need to, I'm going to look at this, well, I'll try and do this on the camera, but you grab it and you just kind of start to bend it back the other way with like a pliers or a tweezer. Once you get it going, you can just kind of push it down. And yeah, that's kind of all you got to do is kind of bend it the one way, kind of bend this ear up a little bit so it kind of makes a shape like that, and then you just kind of push that down, and that's it. Similar to a Viper, you do, when you install this, you do want to make sure those tabs clear your hangers. So I'm going to put this new Endbell in. Actually, I might as well clean the comm real quick. Use this little like fiberglass brush. Give it a quick cleaning. Usually I do this under the light so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to switch to doing the rest of this under the light just so I can kind of see. All right, good enough. I take this red little mark that's on these and put them on the side with the white magnet. And again, I did tweak this so that there's a little bit of advanced, it's like, I try to tweak the angle so the brushes are like 50% one on top of the other. So should give it a decent performance. So you're going to want to use your little brush spreading tool. Put this in here. One thing, the bushing does move a bit in this Endbell. Spread that out a little wider. You want to kind of make sure that bushing is flat. There we go. And then you just want to bend these tabs back. I just use a pliers to kind of get them started. Make sure the Endbell is pushed down all the way. So you got those tabs closed back down. We got a new Endbell in there with some nice new brushes. Pop this back in the chassis. Again, the white motor magnet on top. You just got to kind of shimmy these brushes a little bit. I'm going to look under my light and just make sure I get it to clear those tabs. And then you push it down. And that's all there is to it. Put our rest of our car back together. Putting the magnets in high downforce. Pop our rear axle back in. Since this is a new bushing, I'm going to give the front a little dab of oil. You know what? I'm going to just give the rear bushing a little dab of oil as well. Sorry, I got to look under the light because my eyes stink. That's it. Car's back together. Put our pickup shoes back on. Now, depending on how much you run your car, you may never have to do it. May be a very long time before the brushes wear out on your car, but these cars get used a lot. These are a popular set of IROC cars that we race pretty much every weekend. And we've been raced them with my club that I race with. So these have gotten a lot of use and they've held up pretty well, actually. So I'm not saying you have to rush out and do this if your car's running good, but if your car starts not running good, you might want to think about checking the brushes. But that, you know, that can be said for pretty much any slot car that uses brushes. They don't last forever. Those pickup shoes are kind of dirty. I'll have to clean those. Oh yeah. That's better. She's back in action. All right. Put our Pork Chop Custom Lexan body clip back on this car. Put the body back on. And that's it. She is ready to go. Ready for more racing. So that's it. Yeah, those are your options. You could replace the whole motor, the Endbell. If for whatever reason you need just a motor box and you have your own armature, you can get these as well. These are all available on hcslots.com. But that's it. That's it for this video. Hope this helps you guys out. And this car is ready for many, many more races to come. And I'll have to keep an eye on these two. These two cars have new Endbells now. These two don't. So I'll have to keep an eye on the blue and yellow car, see how they do. I think they'll be fine for a while more though. But All right, guys. Signing out for now. Hope everyone's doing well. We'll talk with everybody soon. Thanks. Bye.